Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And we are on a Friday. It is the 6th of November, and we are reading from the Cat Tarot deck, which is a tarot deck, try to say cat and tarot deck at the same time, by Julia Smiley, and it is drawn by Megan Lynn Cott. And I absolutely love the box. It's got like a holographic thing going on the box, and it's very sturdy, and I'm really impressed with that. The little book that it comes with too, the little guidebook, is really substantial, so I'm impressed with that as well. One of the things I've not been impressed with so far is that some of the cards are a little obscure in their references and symbology, but it is Friday, and we are going to pick a wonderful card, I'm sure, and we'll see this time if it's a little more obvious about what's going on in that card. So without further ado, let's see what we've got in our Cat Tarot deck. All right, I don't know if it's less obscure, but it is cute. So we've got two cats in this one, which is interesting because usually the Three of Wands only has one individual in it, and in this case it's got two. One of them is facing the wall, it looks like, kind of looking at the rather interesting wallpaper. I'm going to go into that wallpaper. I've got some feelings about it. And the other cat is playing with three ribbons, which I guess can be counted as our Three of Wands. We know that it's the Three of Wands because it's got a 3 down here in this little circle, and it's got the rod going through it, which I have figured out is the symbol for wands in this deck. So again, if you are unsure about what the symbols are in this deck and you've never really looked at it, figuring that out would be your number one purpose, I think, before even using this to do real readings with or full readings. Figure out what those little symbols in the corner mean, because that's your best bet on figuring out what suit you are in. The Three of Ribbons, shall we call it, is a little less certain. What I do like is you've kind of got these two ribbons that are the same color and one that is very clearly a different color. And in the more traditional Three of Wands, you have the two staves that are kind of behind the person and one that they are holding kind of out in front. Typically, you have the individual, the single individual, that is on the Three of Rods or Three of Wands, looking out over the ocean. And I do get a very ocean feel about that wallpaper. It feels very watery. In a way, the little triangles on the wallpaper look a little bit like little boats or little ship sails. So I will give it that. It isn't a perfect analogy, and I don't know if I were right up on it, I would guess that that's what it is. But looking at it kind of more distantly, I'd be like, oh, those look like little boats in the water. Okay, I am stretching for that. I promise you, I feel it myself that I am stretching for that one. So we've got our two cats, and one of them is playing kind of with the wands or the ribbons or the rods that are facing us, and the other one is looking to the future. I do think that this embodies the energy of the Three of Rods when it is upright and when it is inverted. Upright, the Three of Rods is kind of looking ahead, looking to the future, looking to something new and interesting and fascinating. Curiosity, growth, expansion, all of those things are represented by the looking on and looking forward. It is not really a card of looking back unless it is inverted. When it's inverted, we're getting kind of stuck on either the past and keep reviewing it over and over and over again in our heads. What went wrong? What do I got to do? Why did I do that? What can I do differently? All of these things, and we're just cycling on what's in the past. The other side of it is you're denying the past and denying everything that was back there. So the reverse of this card really is even more in depth than when it's upright. When it's upright, it's very simple. It's let's look to the future. Let's take what we learned from the past and carry it forward into a brand new day, into a brave new adventure that we can go into. Wow, it's windy today. The flip side of this card is a little bit twofold. You can look at it, as I said, with you're looking back and cycling in on this past that doesn't serve you. And then the other side is denying that past and saying, well, I don't care what happened. I don't care what you say, what all these people in my past have to say. I'm denying its existence. It never happened. I'm moving forward and I'm going to forget everything that I was and everyone who was important to me. And by doing that, you're again kind of cutting loose a lot of things that could have helped you learn and a lot of things that had a lot of wealth of bearing on your being. So the reverse of this card has so much in it. Whereas in this one, it's like, hey, I'm just going to stay here and toy with whatever I have with this brand new toy and these ribbons, or I'm going to stare at the wall and lick the wallpaper. But I don't know that that really embodies all of the things in this card. This is yet another card that I think is really cute. It's got adorable cat pictures in it. But if you don't know the deeper meanings of the cards and you're still trying to glean something out of the symbolism, I don't think you're going to get a lot out of this card. And yes, I took a big stretch and said, look, it's ships on the water. That's totally what the wallpaper is. And that's what that cat is looking at. He's done playing with this boring ribbon toy and wants to move on to more adventures. I'm really more getting that he's staring at the wall. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Sorry, cat tarot lovers. I'm not getting a good feeling about how this card conveys all the symbolism that could normally be in a more traditional one of these cards. But as the advice for a Friday card and the future as it may stand for our weekend, I do think that maybe it is a good time to kind of look forward, look ahead, find something new. Weekends are always great for discovering new adventures, discovering new things about yourself, and maybe stepping out of your usual boundaries, your usual box, and playing with some new ideas, toying with some new things. I kind of am leaning towards ascribing this to NaNoWriMo because it is being National Novel Writing Month and we are reaching that point. We're a week into it and I'm sure the ideas are starting to flow for some people and others may be going, I have no idea where I'm going with this. I don't know what I was going to do. I need to start something new. So maybe instead of trashing what you have written, find a way to weave it into something new and exciting, or keep pushing on ahead. You might find that there's a gem in there somewhere. So yes, I'm tying this card in and all of its ribbons into NaNoWriMo, and that's my advice for the weekend of be creative, try new things, and look forward to new adventures without completely trashing the things that you have seen in the past. I hope you enjoy these cards as much as I do, even though they may not be the simplest cards to read. I think they're beautiful and fun, and I still very much appreciate that my dear friend and co-host, Mary, gifted these cards to me. And if you're interested to know more about the trouble that Mary and I caused together, check out the link in the description below for Casing the Cover, which is our podcast about books and book covers and all of the crazy and wonderful things that happen in that. It is very different than the tarot stuff that I do, but it's still a lot of fun and it's part of my weird world of stuff. So I hope you'll check it out. And until next time, have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. And if you're writing, keep working, and keep kicking butt. I'm with you. I'm with you all the way. All right. Bye.